What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you guys while doing the deed?
I do not know how to tell the short version of this story, so bear with me, please. So, I was at this person's place, mining for gold, as one does, and without warning, the door just flies open. I panic a little too much, okay? So that person was kind of thrown off the bed, per se, okay? And in that same moment, I decided to take a fighting stance. I was going to fight whatever was coming through that door. It was the dog. And it made deep soul eye contact with me. It was not comfortable. So I felt bad for throwing the person off the bed. But then they made fun of me for standing in my birthday suit, ready to fight a dog. So I didn't feel bad. And I don't like dogs watching or anyone watching.
That's ever happened to you guys while doing the deed?
Don't judge my hair, okay? But this is... Don't judge me in this either. So me and my boyfriend just started fucking around, right? It was college. So finally, his mama was gone from the house. So he was like, just come over real quick. I hurt my little happy ass the fuck over there because I'm finna get this. Y'all, we doing it. Missionary, right? I was literally getting my back blown out while on my back. And I mean, I'm right there. I'm at the top of the fucking hill. And I cross over. Now I'm like, I know I am echoing through this fucking house. As soon as I get done, the door swings open. His mama goes, y'all want some pork chops? I look at him. He looks at me and goes, you want some pork chops? Yes, please. So we had pork chops.
But no, really, I was about to go down on this woman, right? Yeah, I'm stitching this twice, you're welcome. Like, my goal was I was going to be Kryptonite and she was going to be Superman. Like, my goal was to make her weak. Turn this goddess into immortal. And then anyone after me just can't compare to the generosity of what she receives. Like, I was going to be Thanksgiving without the history of genocide. You know what I mean? It was in that transition. It was in the transition trying to be Magic Mike, doing that slick little push-up thing, and then my face going right in between those thighs, and me being like Harry Potter and her being the reason why I have a scar, or at least an imprint of those thighs on my face. It was in that transition to where I pretty much bent my dick and had a vagina for like 2 seconds. And now I have to do a handstand every time I have to pee in the morning. So, yeah.
I have way too many to count. I can't rank them. Let's start most recent. He swallowed his septum ring. One time I tore a hole and blood everywhere. One time I answered a phone call and realized I was late to a trip. One time he answered a phone call and it turns out that the person calling us was standing outside my room listening to us, oh god, I can't even remember. One time I was doing a thing where something was in the place where shit normally is, and it wasn't shit. And I literally went, am I shitting? God damn.
One of my exes was once licking the papaya.
The only thing about this though, you can fucking be...
And unfortunately, my chocolate starfish decided to toot in celebration. And while he was... all I could do was laugh.
That's ever happened to you guys while doing the deed?
There's a few, actually. But literally the first time doing it. We're doing it. At least I thought we were doing it. I was actually fucking her thigh fat for like 2 minutes. I finally get in there, and my mom calls me upstairs. So I'm at the bottom of the stairs. I lived in the basement. I'm just trying to make this thing go down. So I'm just sitting at the bottom of the stairs like, dead puppies, dead puppies, dead puppies, dead puppies, dead puppies. It goes down. I go up the stairs. Shit you not, she literally asked where the fucking remote was. Tell you what, I never found that thing quicker though. Go back downstairs. She had the bed made. It was done.
My ex-girlfriend's little brother walked downstairs to see us doing the deed, and she said, oh, we're just hugging. He was going into 7th grade. He was already through sex ed, so he just looked at us and was like, yeah, sure. Proceeds to go to the fridge and get some apple juice. That kid gave no fucks.
I done skeeted on my own head. Yes, you heard that correctly. I done skeeted on my own head. What the hell? You skeeted on your head? I'm gonna tell you how I skeeted on my head. It's early college, girls riding cowgirl, right? It's getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? Milk jugs getting full. Toaster strudels are about to get iced. The fizz was about to overflow. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so I pulled out, ripped off my Jimmy head, and I busted so hard. The nut flew over top of her body and landed on my forehead. On my mama, on my grandmama, on everything. I promise you this is not a lie. Now she over here laughing while the Elmer's glue on my forehead is speed walking to my cornea. I just... Damn!
Okay, alright, I got one. So, I was having a threesome this one time, right? And... So... the guy that was hosting lived with his mom and his granddad, right? And in hindsight, that probably should have been my first red flag. The second being that he lived in the basement and did not have a door, he just had a curtain. So here I was, in a rotisserie, ass in the air, getting spit roasted like a bad bitch. This man was 9.5 inches deep in my throat while this other guy was up to his nuts inside me, breaking my back like a wishbone, okay? And next thing I know, I hear footsteps coming downstairs. And then a woman saying, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, his mom walked in on us. And this other dude told me later that he thinks that she's turned on by it. And I'm like, okay, well, this was fun.
That's ever happened to you guys while doing the deed.
So I want to preface this story by saying this happened before COVID, you know, get that out of the way, whatever. But anyway, so this happened a few years ago, right? This is with a guy that I was frequently seeing. We haven't like spoken in like years, so I feel comfortable telling the story. So I come over to his house, we're Netflix and chilling, and we're chilling. And then, you know, we do the deed. So we've been in like Pound Town for like, I kid you not, like an hour. I'm kind of at the point where I'm just like, I want to go. And then out of nowhere, my stomach starts hurting. I know now that I have IBS, but, you know, so I let out the loudest audible fart you've ever heard in your life. And without skipping a beat, he goes, "Oh yeah, talk to me." When I tell you that I wanted to douse myself in gasoline and run to the hills.
So one night, my ex-girlfriend was staying the night, and we were in the middle of doing our thing, and my door just flies open, and it's my son. And we made direct eye contact, and he just closed the door, and I mean, there was no confusion as to what was going on. She was literally right on top of me. So I was like, great, that's great. And then 2 minutes later, I get a text from him, and he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I never saw that. And I just texted him back, like, that's probably a good idea. So yeah, lock your doors.
Okay, this is officially the most random thing I bought on Amazon. It's a gadget you can use while cooking to automatically stir your food. It has 3 different speeds so you can set it depending on what you're making. That way, if you're doing other things in the kitchen, it'll automatically be stirred. I think it's really cool, but I'm not sure how often I would use it. What do you think?